getting it now.
J-Dog 77, yes.
Correct, my friend.
So, Conrad.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good evening, my friend.
I got one question for you, Conrad. Hi, how are you?
I'm pretty good.
All right, very good. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, everybody, and welcome to the GMAE show. Today is August 2nd, 2022. The time, 8:08 p.m. our local time. But it may be August 3rd, 2022, where you are. If you're joining us from the Asia Pacific region, good morning. If you're joining us in India, good morning. If you're joining in all of Russia, good morning. If you're joining us in Europe, if you're joining us in Africa, good morning. Good evening to those of you joining in South America, Central America, North America, all around the world. It is a beautiful day, chat. We here are going to be playing your games live on this show as we do 5 days a week at the Sandbox Game. I am particularly hyped today, Conrad, because
I saw what you put into that title.
I spent my morning enjoying some time in the Alpha Season 3 experiences and setting world records. About 150 plus of us all around the world were testing this morning. Yes, did you just put that in air quotes, Conrad?
I did.
Did you just put that in air quotes, Chuck?
Yeah. Because the world hasn't gotten to play yet.
There's 150 people around the world, and I beat people all over France. I beat people in Korea. I beat people from Hong Kong to America. All right, from east to west. I was in 4th place overall in the world in that competition. All right, we had a lot of fun as staff testing, breaking, playing, finding little things. PandaPops found one thing in the Alpha Hub. One quest that was like, insert quest name, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. As we are working our way towards Alpha Season 3, I had a lot of fun. Go West 927 said Panda is not happy, LOL. She wanted us to tell you. Listen, PandaPops was there with me, right? PandaPops was there live. We were in a call. We were hanging out. Her, myself, Alex. We were chilling, having some fun in the space. And we were both watching each of us rise and fall on the high scores list. But I want to also say, which is interesting, I started with smooth jazz the whole time. I started 15 minutes late, right? Because I tried to load it, and I had a new client that I had to install, because that's the nature of it, right? Each of us will have a new client when we get for Alpha Season 3. And in that new client, I had to clear my cache or temporary data in the client in order to load. So I was like 15 minutes late to the thing. All right. And I got in there and I just started smashing out the quest because we were playtesting all and as much as we possibly could, right? So I was playtesting things super fast, but there were some experiences where I felt like I could do it better. Like, you know what I mean? Like I played it. And one note that I want to tell the community right now, that even people who were on like the game design team were questioning when we were having it out, right? So if you don't know right now, you can go over to our Twitter at the Sandbox Game, and you can watch a trailer that highlights some of the features of Alpha Season 3. And one of those features is a high scores list, a competition where the person with the most quest points or EP ethos points completed, you get 1 ethos point per quest you complete, or more, depending on the type of quest that it is. But in this particular, you hear the vehicle driving.
Oh no!
Like, okay.
I was laughing at what Tokita said inside the chat. But
okay.
Move on though.
All right.
Don't even worry about it.
All right.
Don't even talk about it.
So I had the anyway, I was doing these quests, and I noticed that my time on the quest was significantly lower than other people's, right? And some of the devs were asking each other, not the devs, but the game designers, essentially, not the back end devs that would work on the timer, but the game designers were saying, like, our playtest was roughly 4 hours long, and there were some people who had nearly 6 hours of quest time, and they were like, oh, well, how is that possible? But that high scores list accounts for your quests cumulative time for all the quests. But some of the quests, like in the original hub, you have the in the alpha hub, you guys probably remember from season 2, it said pick up the Voxelite. So as soon as you load it in, you would pick up Voxelite. That quest starts, and that quest has its own time, a number of minutes that it takes you to complete the whole thing. So because you had these two going concurrently, two quests happening, right? One mainline quest and one Voxelite quest. The sub-level quests that I was doing, some of them took like 30 seconds. You know what I mean? It was like, grab this, talk to that guy. That's a whole quest component, and that gave me an ethos point. So I did that. But then there were the other ones that took like 15 minutes total. But I ended up getting, in my personal case, because once I realized that I didn't pick up the Voxelite quest at first, my time looked significantly lower than other people. Ultimately, you will want to have done all of the quests, but I'm just saying all of this to say that when you guys load in, I don't want there to be that question. Hopefully this helps you clear it up. As ambassadors, as people in the community, whatever you have, if somebody asks you, I've only been playing for an hour, how do I have an hour and a half worth of recorded time on my high scores list? It's because that's the total time it took you to do all of the quests you have done so far. Right? Does that make sense, Conrad?
No, but I'm going to pretend, yes.
Okay. All right. Right. So if it took me 1 minute to do 2 quests, but both quests stayed up and open the whole time, then it took me 2 total minutes worth of quest time to do. Right? Because I had 1 minute for quest number 2 and 1 minute for quest number 1. So I would have only played for 1 minute, but total, they took 2 minutes to do. Like 2
that's rude.
Quest time minutes. They count time twice, but they count time once for each quest is the thing. Right, if you pick up 2 quests and have them run at the same time, then your timer has started for both. So the most efficient way to do it, if you're trying to like speed run, is to only pick up quests and go do that one. And Alex had mentioned this when we were talking, right? So, but overall, if you're like at the early part of doing this, like what we were doing, which is get the most EP and the best possible time, then you would want to just get as many done as you possibly can, right? But so anyway, it's going to be interesting to see how this develops on the high scores list as the season continues and people start to refine individual quests down to, that little couple of seconds here.
Are you ready to answer that
100 more times? See, Soy Boy saying that.
Soy Boy says.
Yeah, you're going to have to explain that one 100 more times during season 3. That's probably true. But I would like to see that, I'm telling you now as the community, because hopefully you guys can all understand that. That way, when those new players come in, because there will be lots of new people who come in during this season, the community can help work together and be like, hey, this is why that's happening. It's normal. It's all good, right? You picked up 2 quests. Each one has its own time, and they all add together. Any redos, says Maddox of Furia? Yes, absolutely. You'll be able to do the same quest over and over if you want to refine that time. So each individual quest is going to have its own time. And I shared a screenshot out on my Twitter earlier today of my times in, so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. My times in, I forget the name of that speedrun level, but nonetheless, it is a level designed for speedruns. And you can see my time from this point to that point has its own time, and then my next quest, which is the time from point B to point C, has its own time. And then at the top there are 2 times, and one of them is collecting all the Voxelite time, and the other one is complete the whole mission or the whole game time. So there are different times for that. But yeah, Race Maze, thank you, Besmir. Almost had it, but got enough to get it in my brain. So the Race Maze quest was those times. So you can kind of see roughly how that works. And that menu that I took that screenshot of is only available to you. So on the left side, if you're not the current world record holder, you will see your time. And all of those have little hyphens for me. And then on the right side, you will see the current world record for each quest. Right? And then, yeah, so it's a really cool system that helps you narrow down where you need to improve. That way you don't just go play the whole experience start to finish again. You'll go, quest 2 I need to do over again. And you restart the experience, load just quest 2, and go speedrun quest 2 so you get better at that one, right? It's a really cool system. I'm super happy with the way that it works. And I hope you guys have a great time with it here in season 3. Because it's coming soon. It's coming soon. We're testing these things out and making them work well.
Well, Joe, can you do me a favor before we move on?
Okay.
Can you drop something that you forgot to pick up earlier?
Yeah. I think I could. I probably could. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Can do. Do. Okay. All right, youtube.com. Answering the question to the form we didn't announce, but we linked in the chat with some text that says, hey, fill this out if you want to win. You did. Answering the question, what day is tomorrow? You said Thursday. Meaning, that'll be the day that that we won't be here. But we'll be back on our Thursday, your Friday. Andre Jaden is the winner over on youtube.com of a Wizzy the Purple Hat on this live stream. Conrad, we're going to do another one later on the show. So don't worry if you missed it. We decided at the top we're going to do 2 today, just for fun. Congratulations, Andre. We'll be back with another form in just a minute. Maybe Dark Shadow Fox will have a chance with their new username to win.
That's true. Perhaps.
That's right. Perhaps. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, Conrad, let's get on with some news before we get on with some games. Before we get on with the news, I want to remind the chat. Oh, we got some questions as well?
Oh, right. You're going to say something like that and not expect questions.
That's true. Okay, so we'll get to the questions here, but I want to remind everybody that if you would like to have your game played on this show so that we can give you feedback for your experience, maybe you're publishing it in the metaverse, maybe you're making it for a game jam. As long as your experience is not under NDA and you can publish it in the gallery, in the Sandbox Game Maker, we will play your game live on this show. So let us know in the chat if you're interested in us playing your experience. We will. Otherwise, we've got some VoxEdit Game Jam games to play as well for some of those winners still. Conrad, what's good? What's going on? What kind of questions do we have?
Okay, so of course we have some speculation in the chat that August 11th is the new date for Season 3, but I do want to confirm for everybody here that is not confirmed. So we have no idea. It could be anything.
That's true.
Be the 12th. Be the 21st. We have no idea.
We don't have...
A lot of people were speculating the 21st of last month. We were all over the place. Don't even worry about it.
Yes. I want to remind the chat that the season of content will release when it is ready, meaning that the clients are ready that you will need. They are glitch-free, bug-free, right? The experiences, like we play tested earlier today, those experiences need to be glitch-free, bug-free. The words that are in them should be making sense to the best of our ability until we say, okay, this is good enough for alpha, right? And then we can push those to the users at that point when we are comfortable with that development. Then we can announce a date. Ideally, a company does not have a product that is currently broken when they release it, right? That's our intention, is make sure it's good before it gets out to you. So when you see an article go out on sandboxgame.medium.com that talks about when Alpha Season 3 comes out, that's when it will come out. Until then, all things are speculation. Just remember that. I remember you in the chat had speculated previously, July 22nd. You'd speculated previously August 4th, right? You'd speculated now. Folks are talking about August 11th. The reality is, until you see a press release come out, nothing is solid, right? Regardless of what source you find it from, regardless of who tells you that it is, until you see a press release come out saying this is the date, it will not be true, all right? So just keep that in mind. W. Caleb, As the definitive source for you for this information, please do not share what appears to be fact in the chat regarding dates, because it is not fact until we affirm it to be fact with a news piece we will tell you, and you'll see it on sandboxgame.medium.com. Nonetheless,
Correct.
Conrad, what were the questions we got coming in the chat?
All right. So Ikion has concerns with how the leaderboard is going to be showing up.
Okay.
So won't non-replayable timed contests, if anybody, or if any, push people to actually ignore content and lore?
So that's interesting, because realistically, you have a lot of time, right? For all these experiences. And this comes down to how the distribution of the levels comes out. And like, I know what they are and when they are, but we can't talk about the distribution because that's part of the season, right? You guys will see them roll out on certain days. The reality is, if we have 90 plus experiences and we have 10 weeks to play those experiences in, that means an average of, what is that, like, math? 50 days, 90 experiences, 1.8 experiences per day, something like that. So if you have 1.8 experiences per day, the first time that you run it, if you would like to absorb the story, you will run it to absorb the story, right? The second time that you run it, I assume, you're going to be trying to start to refine your efficiency in the experiences. So for those experiences that just have the ability for you to spam E and be correct, maybe some users might skip the story. But that is that user and the way that they play. A fun thing that I've noticed so far is that there have been at least a few experiences, probably many more, that when I was actively speedrunning earlier today, I did that because this was my week. I was like set to see how fast and how many quests I can get done, right? That was my intention this week. And if anything broke, then I would know it. Some of the experiences, if you just hit E, you'll get stuck in an infinite chat loop intentionally, I believe, because there are like 2 to 4 answers on some of those experiences, and the one will be like, nope, you got it wrong, but you're just going brrr, hitting E. Well, you know, as a speedrunner, you actually need to pay attention in order to do that quickly. If you are trying to get the story, right, you would have got it right the first time and not just sat there going, when does this chat end? You know what I mean? So it is a self-fulfilling prophecy in that way. There are others that are like, you must solve the question correctly, or they got 4 options. So you're not just stuck in this loop, but you're also needing to pay attention to the world around you as well. So it's all about the proper game design, respecting the writers, as Maddox of Furia says, not spamming E, at least for the first attempt, because if you are a good speedrunner and you want to do it speedrunny, you're going to need to pay attention to the minutia there. You're going to need to go, okay, I read the story, and on the fourth E click, I need to click the right button or the bottom left or something like that, right? So you'll be taking notes.
To follow on that, Dr. Metaverso says, wouldn't the leaderboard make people skip all the storyline quests to get better times? Well, I can attest to you, I'm very, very into the speedrunning communities on all games, if not just Sandbox related. Yeah. And the people that are the best are the most familiar with these games.
Right.
They don't just go for that top time because they're just trying to win a prize or anything like that. It's because they actually enjoy what they're doing. And sure, this leaderboard, because it will have incentive, that doesn't mean that people aren't going to love what they're doing.
Yeah, and that's so going back to this idea of like, if we are speedrunning it, once again, you want to, the first time you play it, to do it right, to be literally on the top of the list, at least for a short time, you're going to have to pay attention to that narrative first, right? You're going to have to pay attention to your environmental objects first. I played an experience just like an hour ago where there were multiple NPCs that were like, did you pay attention to this environment at all, right? Those NPCs were like, what were the names of like those objects over here? And I was like, oh, heck, I guess I got to go back, right? I got to figure out what those names were to actually get these right. And so you start to slow down and you pay attention. Then once you have slowed down, you've absorbed the narrative, you've paid attention, you go back into the experience again for the speed run time, right? You load it up, and yeah, Sparky Snickle. I love the word minutia. Thank you. You know, thesaurus sometimes, every once in a while. But yeah, so you get in there and you do it correctly. You take notes essentially, and then you come back and you do it fast.
And yeah, glitches are definitely going to be reported and recorded pretty hard, because people are gonna love those when it comes to trying to maximize time. So
yeah, and I think that's the interesting thing too, is like there's a difference between like glitches and like environmental stuff, because there's going to be certain times where like if your level is vertically layered, it's going to be faster to climb a thing and jump off to get to the bottom, right? But that's not a glitch. That is a feature of the game. That is a level design choice where they didn't have an invisible roof on something or something like that. So yeah, there's in the new season and the new client, there seems to me to be less exploitable sorts of things. There are, it's higher quality designs than in season 2. Levels that are coming back have been reworked to, in some cases, make them simpler. But like I played another experience this morning where it was notorious in season 2 where people were like, oh, I had trouble with this. And it had been immensely, immensely refined. But also, I skipped a quest in the time because I was like, I was going fast, right? So I didn't get full completion on that. And I'm going to have to go back in the season to know, like, where is that quest? Where did I miss it? And then go specifically do that one quickly.
Right. And to stay relevant here, Dark Shadow Fox says, you glitchies, we will find you and we will ban you. When it comes to like in-game glitches and things like that, we definitely aren't interested on trying to ban folks out for that. We're more so looking to ban people trying to manipulate the system to get more, higher gain on maybe, like assets or competitions and things like that.
Right,
Not
right.
exactly trying to find the best time in a leaderboard.
Yeah, like if a person is an outlier, right? You go like, this quest averaged people took 45 seconds to do this quest. Maybe the quest is walk from me to Conrad, right? Sometimes that is the case. Then you see somebody who did that in 2 seconds instead of 30. I'm like, well, obviously you're cheating, right? Those are the things that we're looking for. Those are things that are actually exploits, and those are the things that people get banned for. If it's a matter of a person like, there was a speed run competition that we had like a year ago, where somebody literally learned that like if they walked backwards and sideways and flicked their mouse up and to the right, your character would through the wall. And we were like, well, I guess technically it's possible, and it's universally possible. Like it wasn't like an isolated or an exploit. It was just a design flaw in that particular experience. So everybody who did that got allowed to do that, and that was a time that was possible. So that's unlikely to happen in season 3 because, of course, again, updated client, updated games, higher quality designs, that sort of thing. But if that sort of thing pops up, people who are doing speedruns in Mario Brothers today are still finding things like from the Super Mario 64. They're still finding things like that make a valid world record speedrun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we recently found something just this past year in Final Fantasy 12 that is like it's like a 30-hour speed run. It's nuts. Anyways,
yeah.
But to continue on with that one, Joe may have kind of spilled some beans here. New client, of course. So it's going to change up on how some of us do parkour, and of course, you're going to end up with minutia on when it comes to technique that are coming up here. That are going to definitely change. But when it comes to these glitches, I would fully expect the Sandbox to have, when they get real serious about these competitions, to have any percent runs, to have, full, boss runs, full quest runs, things like that, to actually make it legitimate leaderboards for speedrunning. And you can already assume, Keeper Top Shot, that those parkour gods are going to be at the top end, because if you can simply do that parkour faster, there's going to be at least one experience with it. You got to already expect it. So
Yeah, and so this is an interesting thing to think about too. Is Z419? Since we're on this topic, right? Z419 on YouTube says that their Dracula's Castle, I assume, record
Yeah.
was 14 minutes, right? But that Dracula's Castle record supposes that you start the game and you finish the entire experience. If there is a quest that starts when you start and a quest that finishes when you finish, if that makes sense, and the timer stays on the whole time, then that 14 minutes is going to be really impressive. That's going to mark somewhere, as a nice low number for a quest you could do and count towards your total time in a good way. But if the quest doesn't exist, like you're describing, 14 minutes starts when the game starts and that quest ends when the game ends, then your timer won't matter as much because each individual quest in the experience is timed. So this is really how it's going to shake out, in my perception. The top of the leaderboard is first and foremost the people with the most EP, ethos points, meaning the quests you have completed, right? And then you have the secondary section. So during the season, I assume that the very top of the leaderboard is probably going to be somebody who did every quest, right? And we had a user ask earlier if there was going to be a reward for doing all the quests. I think this answers that question.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So if the top of the leaderboard is somebody who did all of the quests, then the top of the leaderboard we know is 30,000 sand as a prize, right? So if you have a 30,000 sand prize for the top and everybody who's fighting for the top has 100% completion, then the individual speed time of doing the whole Dracula level won't matter because each individual quest within Dracula has its own time that you must refine, if that makes sense. And it's not just Dracula's Castle. This would be all of the experiences. So as a person, you Z419, you're going to want to look back at all the quests you did and see the times that seem to be the longest and think about how you can shave those down. And because there are going to be so many quests, what's going to be interesting is that the top people may be world record holders in different levels entirely and not even try to compete against each other in those different levels. Because Z, you might be super good at Dracula's Castle, and then Conrad over here, he's super good at playing the race maze. And your differences in times, will be good in the different competition types. So this is going to be really, really fun when we get into the high scores list and you start looking at those top times and going like, how did they do that? Like, that's so good. And then you start to see these YouTube videos come out for people going like, I got this much time, or you see it on Twitter or whatever, where people share those times and start sharing speedrun videos. It's going to be wild, and I'm going to have a whole bunch of fun with it. Whew! Anyway, Conrad, what you got on the next question here? Are you pretending to talk?
I was definitely trying to pretend to talk there, as
Yeah.
I was trying to make you a fantastic puppet. Maybe I don't know. I muted myself.
You did.
Holly was inside the kitchen. Regardless, so are all the previous games in season 2 going to be in season 3? Asked Lionel.
Boy, there's a lot of experiences I played today. I'm 90% sure all of season 2 is in there, but I'm not 100% sure because, quite frankly, I don't remember all the experiences that were in season 2. I remember most of them. So, experiences like Artifact are in there, and we mentioned Dracula's Castle is in there. Some of the experiences that were Game Jam games are in there. But as with previous seasons, I believe the Game Jam games don't count. Like, I know that they don't count towards EP, but I know that they do count, or they don't count towards EP, so they don't count towards, they don't count towards your total time because they don't have an EP point. But what's really interesting and fun is if you're just playing to be competitive, it seems like, and I can't confirm this, but it seems like they do have record times for their quests, though it doesn't count towards your total time, if that makes sense. We'll see what happens, because I didn't actually play any of those games today, so I can't confirm that, but really cool to see the some Game Jam winners are in there. Some of Season 2 experiences are in there. I don't know if it's every one of them, but I know that there are many of them. I also know that some of those are completely reworked. So it'll be interesting to see how you guys play and have fun with the experiences. Because as I mentioned before, these experiences are very refined from season 2 into season 3, significantly changed in a good way. If users had complaints about them, that's the best part about these alphas, is that when you speak up, when you put it in a forum and say, this is what I thought was wrong with this, at the end of the season, those changes can be made to go from season to season. And so everything feels much bigger and elevated now in a good way. Not like physically larger, but definitely elevated.
Right. And as we move on with some of these questions, we have Bruce Wayne. Yes, Batman himself. Sorry to actually spill your identity there. Over on YouTube, wants to know the size of a 1x1.
Okay, sure. I could pull up a 1x1 experience. Let me see if I could find one just quickly. This one says survive, just test a terrible game. So it looks like they wanted to learn how the game maker worked or just load it up. So let's see if this is a 1x1 and I'll let you know. So a 1x1 for scale is 96 meters this way, 96 meters this way, and then 128 vertical meters from the absolute floor of the world to the absolute ceiling. Okay, just test a terrible game. All right, I got you. Let's
96 by 96 by 128, says Rock.
That's right. That's right. And it looks like this experience is built on a 2x2 here.
Okay.
But
you wanna pull us to the screen where we can actually see that?
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm running away from a lot of baddies right now. But I'll show you what a 2x2 looks like. Or you know what? No, I'm gonna go find a 1x1 real quick. I'm gonna just try to find a one. You know what? I could make one. I'm gonna pull you to that screen though.
Yeah, we can just make one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna open one up real quick. Fade it in. Let's load test. I think I made this just purely for the case of can't see your screen from your glasses reflection. That's right, you can.
Right.
That's right, you can.
And Unicorn the Mythical, how's it going, my friend? Of course, I got to represent the Holly here. They say, is it possible for an overall leaderboard, or is it just per game? This leaderboard is going to be for overall time. So you guys will be able to see your individuals, as far as we're aware.
Both.
Both.
Both. Conrad. Yes. Oops. Let me go back.
I'm into it.
Settings. Nope. I guess I can't. Darn it, Joe. What are you doing?
What you're looking at here is a 1x1.
I can't confirm that because I thought it would be, but I think I might have made it on a 2x2 when I did my original test.
You broke it. You broke it.
I am broken. I broke it. I'm going to close this and I'm going to reopen. I had news. We were going to talk news chat, so that's there. I also can't open at the very bottom of the screen that little alpha icon because I'm still having experience loaded up that I was playtesting earlier today.
Yeah. And yes, White Dragon, you can redo the quests as many times as you want.
Yep. Over and over and over to reduce that timing. And that's what I was talking about before. You could still absorb the narrative in a nice, normal way. And then separately, you can speed run it. So I recommend when you do the quest, let's create a new, and I'm going to make sure.
Running it back.
I'm going to just call this one Sauce, and I'm going to give it the lake template on a 1x1 so we're sure that this is what a 1x1 looks like. We're just going to click play on this, and I loaded in the lake. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, and I think I'm stuck in the lake. So let's
Get to terraform it a little bit.
Yeah, I would like to, but I for inventory. Wait, where's the?
Joe,
what?
Your gamer experience here is showing.
What are you talking about? My gamer experience, my game maker experience, where I'm not building.
Game maker experience, right?
Oh, for sure, for sure. I'm not a builder. I'm a playtester. That's what we do on this show.
Joe.
Press tab. Thank you, gamers. Give me a block, Joe.
Oh boy.
Go fast.
I wish Alex was here to scold you.
He's gonna be so triggered once he finds out I suck at this. There we go. Boop bloop. One way out. There we go.
So is the entire chat right now.
Oh, the chat would be.
All of the chat.
I'm here to tell you what you did wrong, not know how to do it right. You know what I mean? Anyway.
Do as I say, not as I do, is how you're trying to say.
Okay, so this is what a 1x1 looks like. You can see the scale of it based on this experience. But you can see there's a certain amount of depth to the surface. But the vertical height is kind of unobservable because I didn't build up straight to the vertical height, but nonetheless. You have 96 meters by 96 meters across, so quite a lot of space this way. And then
You know, Joe,
128
this
vertical
world,
meters. Yes.
this world doesn't seem very lived in. I
Needs a
think
narrative. Maybe quests and celestial photography.
Just
Listen,
quest, yeah.
gamers, I'm here to break your stuff. I have a vague idea of what buttons to push. You know what I mean? When I know that there's something wrong, but I don't know how to fix it, I call Alex. That's what Alex does. He teaches you guys how to make things. I show you the things that I can break. And these things are all essential tools when you are creating games. If you didn't already know, your playtester is as important as your designer. While your designer makes you the cash, your playtester makes sure that your games are fun.
You know,
Yes,
we have more questions than actual news, but this is fun for the chat. Voxel says it needs 4 wolves. So, is that something you have the ability to do? Can we laugh? Can we laugh with you as you find 4 wolves? Oh my goodness, chat! He went right to it. I'm so surprised.
On a default template, you can right-click if you want to get rid of them. I want to select these wolves, and I want to make sure that they're bad guy. I'm not an asset spawner. I'm a bad guy predator. There we go. And it's got a radius that's not too large. I can make 4 wolves on a default template because I have a rough approximation of a video game. And then I'm going to come in and the 4 wolves are defending the one surface. Oh, the only way up. However will I survive? Well, the wolves are just 4 wolves on a default template.
Do you know what, chat?
You know what's fun?
Did that.
Wait, I did it wrong. Check it out. See, this is it. Look, I can't hurt the wolves. You know what I mean?
We forgot to give them HP?
Yeah, they had.
Look at that. And you could do
this is so funny.
This as easy as possible right here in the box. If you head on over to the Sandbox.game and click on that game creation tool, and you can even use the VoxEdit to personalize your wolves or do whatever you want without any game maker experience.
I have a behavior component, but I don't have a health
component. Segue that in. Let's get back onto the big screen here, Joe. You're getting carried away.
Conrad. Getting triggered, you know what I mean? Because I'm bad. This is the thing, and I appreciate the fact that chat is putting me to the ringer for it. I know you guys put in a lot of work when you make these experiences. I know that you get familiar with the tools and you make highly complex things. That's why I defer you to the experts on a frequent basis. I defer people that go watch Andy Ritchie when they want to learn the skills. I defer people that go watch Cyber Dragon and Half Dork and King of Crypto, anybody who has been creating for a long time, because a lot of these skills, like understanding the logics and the behaviors and those sorts of things, are really about repetition first, and then it's about like getting into the sophisticated mechanics of, you know, how do I make this calculator respond to this other one to make this high level function happen, right? So these are all skills that are essential, but I also want to stress something else that's interesting, right? As we currently have the free assets not on the website at sandbox.game, we have a lot of folks who need to learn the VoxEdit tool in the same way that I need to learn the Game Maker tool. You know what I mean? Like, I'm familiar with it. I understand concepts of it, like putting down a calculator that can have the set trigger to destroy this object and start a spawner over here when I push this button. It just would take me forever to do that. But you go to somebody like, one of the live streamers that we have on our Discord all the time, and they can make it like that, right? They'll be like, oh yeah, I've done this 1,000 times because I like the teleport trick, right? So it's very interesting,
right?
To be able to show that.
I'm excited for PandaPops. She's doing a new series of quick tips to show us how to do some of the basic stuff in VoxEdit.
Yeah,
because I'm still very early, So and of course, Pela over here. This is very good. If Joe sucks, then it means that mortals looking at this like me will feel confident when they're starting to create something.
That's what I'm talking about.
It reminds me of an answer that was said by Darling Marie over on YouTube on a forum recently for when we had our mess up and in our beginning, that whenever we mess up, we make them feel better about just simply being human. It was all planned, everybody.
No, you know what's funny about that too is
Haley's got me right there, just in the chat. It was all planned.
Yeah, like 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago or something on a Saturday, I remember Alex was doing a thing, right? And he was getting ready to make an experience have a function, and somebody asked him on the spot in the chat, they were like, hey, can you show me how to make like something like an elevator? So he made it like horizontal with a button on either side, so you can trigger the thing to go this way, stop, go this way, and go back, right? And
Right.
they asked him to do that live, and he did it live, but he said it took him twice as long to do it live than it would have if he would have planned it first, right? If he would have known the question was coming and made it a show, made it a segment, he could have thought about the processes and come back through the game maker and done it twice as fast. And it actually like stressed him out a little bit in that moment because he was like, I know how to do this, but I just don't know how to do it off the top of my head, like backwards. I would have to think about it and do the planning like on paper, this function, then this function, then that function, right? And so he was trying to do something completely different and pivoted, and it took him twice as long. And so that's something that I find interesting about that. Like just dropping 4 wolves on a default template, I was like, yeah, physically I could put them on there. Yes, I can remember they need to attack me, but I didn't set, nor could I instantly recall how to set health on the wolves, because it's one of those things where repetition makes perfection. So if you're building games, know that it does take time to get good. If you've tried 1 or 2 game jams and it hasn't been perfect for you, you haven't got in the top 10 or something, don't worry. Time will improve your skills for sure.
And then this allows me to segue into something that we often say for you game makers out there.
Yeah.
Don't forget that you are good at your own games.
Yes.
Play it again like a 5-year-old. Get somebody to play test it. Get us to play test it. Bring your experiences to us.
Yeah.
It's Smokestone Media right there. Around 2,000 hours experience in the Game Maker now. And I'm still just an ape driving a golf cart.
There we go.
So
there we go.
Right there. Practice makes perfect. We got it.
Right.
We got it.
Right. Anyway, so Conrad, before we get into some more questions, I got 2.
Let's pull up some news here.
I
We're
got
running
2
50
real
minutes into the
news
show.
pieces to talk about, and I love the fact that this has become just chaos at this point. In my mind, this just feels like chaos. So,
it totally is.
First, at the Sandbox NFTs published earlier, the Creator Fund is back with its bi-monthly themed collection. This time, it's the Water World Prelude with lots of water creature NFTs for your collection. On sale today at sandbox.game/shop, starting at 3 p.m. UTC. This was today.
Ooh.
The full article.
Linked.
I got, we can if you pull it off of twitter.com/thesandbox NFTs for me. Real quick, sorry. It's on another PC. I'm going to put the play button here, so I'll show you a little preview of these assets.
Let's see this. Can we get some volume, too?
We can.
Thank you so much, good sir. Very quiet.
Yeah, it probably would. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't accidentally playing the music from the experience.
Look at the summary. It's comic.
It's epic rares. Epics and rares. Epic rare.
Oh, I want that Fish King.
I like the giant turtle. It's cute. Happy Axolotl.
What?
A lobster human? Mutant Axolotl.
Oh, he's cool.
Sea snake.
Octopus face.
Ooh, Shell Treasure House looks cool. All right. Waterworld Prelude.
I like it.
Collection available. The Sandbox Marketplace. Anyway, so we had that piece come up today. And then I wanted to highlight this again because something new came up from at Sandstorm Meetup. If you're not following them and you are a creator that knows what you're doing with these tools, if you're not like Joe and you have some advanced knowledge that can pull things quick, some interesting things came up today that I thought you should know about. First, 1 snowflake themed maze and 1 Arctic Seal Beach Lounge. Verified builders with beta tester badges in the Sandstorm Meetup community can bid on these right now. And the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because it occurs to me that many of you probably don't know about this piece of our ecosystem. This is not the Sandbox game. This is Sandstorm. Okay, but it's very interesting because they are essentially subletting out your skills so you can pick up contracts ad hoc to do functions, right? If you believe you can do this thing and you can do it in a reasonable amount of time, you can see that you can bid on these contracts right now. CyberKong's Voxel asset creations, estimated budget 1,000 Matic tokens. We need someone to build the following assets for the CyberKong's brand: a banana claw machine, a treehouse, banana carts that run on banana juice. All right. If you think you can build that voxel asset with animations and all that business, and you could get yourself 1,000 Matic by applying for that contract through Sandstorm. Sandstorm has, they mentioned just now, Sappy Seals, Voxel Asset / Game Experience, 1,000 Matic. We need someone to build the following assets for the Sappy Seals brand. A snowflake-themed maze. You saw that in the tweet. There are lots more jobs, and these jobs constantly come up on the Sandstorm. So if you're new and you don't know what they're all about, go check them out. Go look at these jobs, see what you can do. If you can do it, and you're sure you can, and you can get verified as a builder in their space, then you may want to do that. Get some good work in. The ecosystem is growing every day. Conrad, questions? Do we have more?
All of Twitch chat was looking at your tabs there.
Were they? Could they really, or were they just looking at my bookmarks?
Well, your bookmarks, rather.
Yeah, I got my tabs. Yep. My tabs is cut off, chat. I'm thinking.
Too many tabs.
I do have too many tabs. But my tabs are the secret stuff. My bookmarks are just bookmarks. You can, know all about it.
Right. So Soy Boy over on YouTube.
All right.
Wants to know, how can I get my hands on that Wizzy the Orange?
Wizzy the Orange is a fun lore bit in the Wizzyverse. Currently, Wizzy the Orange assets that were created were originally improperly created. I don't know if it's intentional or not. You'd have to ask Alex Florez, but those assets were burned. All 200 Wizzy the Oranges went off into the 0x000
He set them on fire?
Yes, they're gone forever. What will happen with Wizzy the Orange? Find out next time on Wizzy vs. Z. Whatever Alex decides, we'll see.
Wizzy the Undead, apparently. Gonna come back to life.
Ooh.
And that does kind of come into a different question here. Will the Wizzyverse be a part of Season 3?
No. Except that we're going to give away NFTs on this show. So,
oh yeah,
we'll give away the Wizzy the purple hats until they are gone. I don't think they're going to be gone in Season 3, but we'll see what happens.
No, but we'll find out. If we keep giving away like we are. Right?
That's right. I mean, maybe.
Of course, well, Dark Shadow Fox has a good question here.
Great.
They've been waiting patiently, of course. This is a long one. So I noticed that I was able to publish my little trident weapon I made, but now it has requesting minting and not able to click it. I imagine tons of people are trying to publish things and there is something I'm missing, or maybe minting is not available, or do I have to wait for reviews, such as a weapon that before is available?
All right. So, YouTube, do not click the thing. That is not us and it's spam. Secondly, important to the question, users in general, the average user can't currently publish experience or assets to the Sandbox Marketplace. Only specifically Game Maker Fund approved creators can attempt an approval, and then those approvals must be verified by an administrator, specifically a lead of the artists that are among the curated artists already.
Right, but weren't we all just verified?
We were all turned into artists. We were not turned into people who can publish yet, because as I just mentioned, only the curators can say, yes, this can go to the marketplace at this time. That said, when we move over to Polygon with all the assets, then we're one step closer to having general public be able to make user-generated content and push it all into the marketplace. So we want to make sure it's on Polygon Network first, before we open it up to the general community, because a mint for you right now would cost between $2 and $30, depending on how popular the Ethereum network is at any given moment, based on this current price. So if everybody got the access, and we have 2.5 million registered users, and you all had gems and catalysts, which you notice you don't have those currently as well. If you had gems and catalysts, then you would all be able to try and mint at once, and what would happen? The price on the ETH network would skyrocket, and you'd all be paying like $30 for a mint, and everybody would probably be upset at that as well. So we're going to make sure it's on Polygon first, where it's about a third of a penny.
As Geeky on Art said earlier, hashtag stop hurting my wallet. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. So we want to make, we're thinking about the interest of the users, even though, yes, it does require some patience for us to get to that point. But we will be there soon enough.
Right. And before we go on to an experience to play here, Pierre wants me to put a little pink in my beard, but I can guarantee you guys that that'll more than likely be a capstone reward for when we do our charity streams. So
Ooh.
no color in the beard
Ooh.
until we start donating to charities.
I like it. I like it.
And then let's move on, and we'll get into some games here.
All right. What do you got going on, Conrad? What's our first game to play today?
Well, you know, we didn't have anything major really planned out other than the Carnival, which now it's turning out that that one is going to be the only one we get to play tonight.
Okay, well, this is a carnival, and then if we get through that, I think that's a longer experience. So, and it probably has
Right.
been updated since the last time we played it. Ice Pilot X7
That's
saying
probably-
when 24-hour stream. Well, it depends. The 24-hour stream for the end of Alpha Season 3 will be at the end of Alpha Season 3, whenever that is. 10
Right,
weeks after it
right.
launches, whenever that is. And then the 24-hour stream for charity will be on the day that America changes daylight savings time. I think it's November 5th or something like that. We'll do
so,
that,
yeah.
but that'll be on our personal channels.
It's a whole different story.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about it.
I'm very excited for it. I'm worried about it, chat. Anyway. All right, Rush
Well, I
Park
mean,
Galaxy says another game for the list. What do we got? All right, thanks for hanging out with us, Pickaxe Master. Nice to see you.
For sure, for sure.
Nice
We have
pilot.
another game?
I
Thanks
don't.
for the vague answer. You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm always going to
Well,
give you
we're
the
all
vague
about it.
answer, Ice Pilot. You know what I mean? I got to give you the correct answer. And if the correct answer happens to be soon TM, then that'll be what it is until I can give you the 100% for sure answer. Because I don't want to be that guy who gives you the wrong answer. That feels
Right.
bad.
And while we're rolling to page 35 to 36, which
Okay.
may be a little past that, we need to know, Joseph, like Sharem and a few others over on YouTube, and I imagine all over the place, do we need a more powerful PC to play Season 3?
I would venture to say you need a less powerful PC, but obviously bigger is better. The 0.70 update includes some optimizations that should improve your performance. So, yes, you have an opportunity to
Okay.
work with the existing system probably better than previously. Also, if there were performance issues on experiences from Season 2 and they return, they should be optimized as well. So,
All right. Good to know.
no, you cannot play on an Apple Watch, Big Papa 2.
Raspberry Pi. Oh, no.
No,
I'm playing this on
no.
my arcade machine.
Right?
Can it run
Okay.
Doom, though?
But can it run Doom? Is the real question.
Right. Challenge accepted. If
The
you guys
Carnival.
get
Here we go.
if you guys get the Sandbox working on weird stuff, we want to see it. Please tag us.
I'm sure they will. They'll figure it out.
I know. Challenge accepted, says Uncle Grumpy. I'm into
Pro
it.
gamers.
I saw somebody
Alright.
had started running Doom on a cactus the other day. They had stumbled across a cactus where it was scratched in the first screen of Doom. It was very silly.
Oh no.
Okay, what do we
Cactus.
got here?
All right, so we're running the
Carnival.
Kingdom of Sakar, or the Carnival. Sorry, yeah. I get all caught up in the Kingdom of Sakar. Oops. It looks like I'm still loading.
Okay, whoa. Whoa.
It's intense.
We were struggling.
It's taking forever. A new immersive experience unlike any other. Join the Sand Fam and explore the Carnival. And as I click, still not loaded. Oh,
Oh.
wait. It's first
Whoa.
person.
Whoa, we're first person.
Whoa, take a look at this town. Go to SandFam Studios and speak to the desk clerk. I don't know why I wanted to say it like this, but this is the way I'm talking now.
That's that guy's voice.
That's right. The main character's voice in his own head sounds like this. King of Crypto. No way, it's you, my fam. Welcome to SandFam Studios. Oh, they blink. Are you kidding me, bro? Look at the dude talking. They blink. Well done.
That's
to
really
facial
that's
animation.
above and the beyond here. Yeah,
Yeah,
I like it.
That's intense. It's so good. All right. Okay. Hello, please head up the stairs. Sir. Duck hunt just became a quest. Sir. I need this duck.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Can I have the duck? Ah!
This is a Wendy's.
But his hair. Oh my, I love your hair. Blue is my favorite color. Oh, Clark the Clerk also has blue hair. Very cool. They need us upstairs too. All right, everybody go upstairs. There's another duck. Got the ducks. Where are all the ducks? Can't go upstairs now. I have ducks to acquire. Duck. All right, so I believe the first time I played this, it was not in first person. Can I grab a hammer? No, I cannot. Generator
No,
mechanic.
I feel like this is an upgrade here.
Oh, wait. This is part of the...
Oh, his name was Clark the Clerk?
Yeah.
That's great. Doing fantastic today, Bumbalama. Glad you could make it into the show.
All right, Julia G. Julia. What do you got to say? Hey, Sandfan, power's out. Will you turn the generator back on? The show must go on, you know. Speak to the mechanic down in the generator room. Okay. Hey, what's up, guy? They're waving to me, but I can't go that way. I gotta turn the power on. We gotta take the power back. No? All right.
No.
Generator mechanic. Great. 2 more hands. Help me with those generators. Turn them on one by one. Do not forget to confirm on the PC each time. Seems like a big deal. All right. I'm going to flick the switch. Generator 1 activated. Please confirm at the main center. Good. You need to confirm the switch here. That's a good change. The last time that we played this experience, this is not the case. It didn't tell us where the PC was. Now, generator 1 confirmed. Proceed to the second.
Very cool, though.
Generator. Generator 2 switch. Generator 2 activated. Please confirm at the main center. Good. You need to confirm the switch here. Proceed to the next one. Okay. Oh boy. Here we go. Generator 5, 4, 3.
2 and 1.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. All right. I confirmed.
We got another question here from chat.
All right.
And it's about the Pororo rewards. I always have the hardest time with this gentleman's name over on YouTube. It's Cyrillic. I'm going to refrain from trying to pronounce it out of respect. But question about Pororo rewards, when the Pororo rewards will be sent. Andy Ritchie said that a few days ago, and that was about a week ago now.
Okay. Well, one thing to note about the rewards sending is that most of the sends that the Sandbox does comes directly with the authentication of Sebastian. And Seb is on a 2-week vacation as of a couple of days ago, from what I remember, because he never takes those, quite frankly, and it was about time. So hopefully those will go out as soon as he comes back, but we'll see exactly when that. It may be before then. It really depends on who's in charge of that particular piece of the program.
We got Not Jackie Chan.
All right.
Finally into the chat.
Go to the top floor and talk to Alex and Joe. They need your help, Sandfan. And I'm trying to... So one thing that I want to note about all of these stairs so far is you see how I'm not really able to walk up them until I jump, and then I just kind of slide up them. I don't know if you have one of those like invisible floors on there or not, but for the duration of 0.6 point whatever, you're going to want to have that invisible floor on it. As soon as we get out of 0.6 point whatever, you can take it off, and I'll be able to climb normally. Whoop, goop. Andy Ritchie in the chat here. Here we go. The same
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
Computer. Oh, hey, what's up? It's like all of us.
We're doing
Alex,
a thing.
You're a beautiful human being. I'm actually a robot wearing human skin. Wow, those are weird right next to each other. Chat.
Right.
That's funny, but it's weird right next to each other. I like it. Logging in the PC and help with the chat. The keys are stuck, so spam it. I spammed it.
Oh, that's funny. What just happened?
What just happened? Wait.
Oh.
Why is the Hulk here? Who did this?
Well, he's beating up the computer.
Wait.
Wait,
Uh-oh.
they're all.
Eh.
Everybody
I think the
turned
computer had a
into.
bad wire. Where did everyone go? I look out the window.
What is that guy saying? What's that brute saying? Is he just beating it up?
He's saying, "Whoa, how did you do that?" And his name is Little Bird. All right. Okay, Little Bird. What's up? Okay. Hey, what are you doing here? Everyone got the day off. Uh-oh.
What?
Carl, the construction worker. Carl! Carl! You should not be here.
Carl!
Team has left the building.
Carl!
Yeah, yeah.
Is he a
All
llama or a papa?
All right, find the streamers. New objective unlocked. Collected 10 ducks around the town. Is this a goblin carnival? Where did the streamers go? Collect the Sakar tickets you receive from the streamers. All right. Hey, an Easter egg. I got an Easter egg. Like an actual Easter egg. Hey, a duck! Look at that.
Nice.
Yeah, more ducks. All right. Got a little people quick blue space. What are you guys doing? How's it going? Ah! Love your outfit. Would you like to join me? I can't even see my outfit. How do you love it? How do you love my outfit?
I mean, you put it on.
You are beautiful. Well,
You
thank
did dress
So
yourself,
very
right?
nice. Oh my. Maybe.
Outer
Oh.
Studios represent. Okay.
Okay, so everybody's got little booths. Excuse me. This man looks like a Wizzy. This looks like an Alex. Excuse me. Wait, did that guy just say Expelliarmus? Hello, Muggleton. Whoa.
That's very cute.
Cabernet Sauvignon. Got some wines here. Okay, I swear I'm supposed to talk. Oh, wait. Collect the Sakar tickets you receive from the streamers. So I did get a ticket from him. This Goblin Alex is real. All right. Metaskins out here. You guys are. Check out Metaskins. All right. I like that you have this kind of like. Oh, an Easter egg. I need it. You've got all these different booths that are like akin to these sorts of like conferences, carnivals, whatnot. All right, coming over here. I got a Rufu. Can I talk to you? G'day, mate. Have you seen my emu? Wow. Wow. Where do you suppose Rufu's from? You know what I mean? Gotta go bad, but this is my jam. Is this the bathroom? Whoa, hold on a minute, play. When Alpha 7. You right, Skelly, you right. Also, why did you allow me to interrupt your restroom?
Don't even worry about it. He's not even trying.
There's a toilet open.
He's got to go, but he's jamming.
Oh, you're right. You're right. It's true. All right. So you got a Carnival ticket. Goblet Pops. Maddox and Shakespeare. Wait. I like to move it. Yeah. Why not? Okay, I got a ticket. I got a duck. The spiders are chilling, dude. They're actually just headbanging.
They're jamming.
They're not trying to kill me. I already got a Glucas. It's a carnival ticket. Wait, I can't actually grab a carnival ticket from Galucas. Oh, there it goes. It picked it. Eventually, wow, Queen Bee. Queen Bay? Wow.
I don't think you noticed there, but Lucas actually is goblified.
Is he? I gotta see.
Yeah, he's green, so it kind of blends in, but he is.
Oh, yeah,
he does have the ears. Like, yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting. All right. I got a little ghee pie. Can I get this a carnival ticket, or do I have to talk to you first? How do I get the ticket? Did I get it? I got it that time. All right. Jeremy, the employee. Welcome to Goblinko. Insert your coin and try your luck. All right. Let's see what we got. Start Goblinko. Yes, please. What happens?
I love Blinko. This is adorable.
Okay. Let's see if it
I like
operates
how
like it did before.
Everything's appearing. I haven't seen this experience yet.
Okay. So they are getting stuck and unstuck randomly. Goblinko, 0 points. I got 1 point. When does it stop? Oh, a lot of things are falling all together now. Okay. All right. Got 2. Let me look at the point system here. Yeah, 3 points. Are they all 0? Or are they all just 1
I don't
point?
even know what's going on.
Okay, so right now,
I don't even know what's going on.
as we're looking at this, it appears like it's doing the same thing that it did
It's
previously, which
Very
is
cool,
that
but broken.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, like I mean, obviously it's dropping too many balls, and like I'm supposed to stop it, right? But
And
the last,
normally that wouldn't be a problem for me. Well, so you can get a better high score. Why? Don't do
so
that, Joe. Don't do that,
so
Joe.
so each of the three slots should, in my opinion, have a different point amount.
Right.
That like a proximity based object would trigger this, so that you're
And
not
of
just simply waiting for the infinite flow of Blinko balls to hit the bottom, assuming that
and of
there is an
course,
infinite flow.
right. And of course, you actually want the thing at the bottom doing the clearing to actually take out the balls.
I say yes, please. It starts the process again, and so I can get to 100. But yeah, it's yeah. Anyway, nonetheless, we talked about that before. So still cool, nice little aesthetic. Nice to see some original stuff. Hey, check it out, Julia. What's up? Yes, another one. Another
A
one.
goblin,
After that, and
everyone.
maybe one more. I think so.
That's hilarious.
Goblia G Hoblia, you know? That's the naming.
That's
The
hilarious.
naming on these are great.
Am I gonna be Gob Rad or oh no, it's gonna
It's
be
gotta be
I'm gonna
Rad
guess.
Gobdad, right?
Or Rad Con Gob. I think he's gonna go with.
Would you look at that?
Or
It's a
Gob
red cap shroom.
Gob Con
Nice.
Dad. That's what he's gonna do. Gob Con Dad.
This is a carnival ticket here. There we go.
Was that a wait? Was that a touche? A
Yeah, it's a touche.
little goblified touche?
Yeah. That's
like
a
it.
goblified touche. It's got the pointy ears. Absolutely. All right. As we're coming around, it's a carnival ticket. Who's this? Wait, triggered! I feel die inside
You.
the Goblin X. Give me that ticket, the Goblin, X.
X.
That's pretty
I
good.
love it.
Hey. I like how
It's
he's
so
like
good, so simple.
shouting no. Like, no, I'm triggered. Triggered. I got the Goblinka score when I walked away. Hey, there's a half dork in here. What's up, half dork? I'm about to go full dork. Oh, what does
Nice.
that mean? What does that mean, sir?
I don't know, but I'm afraid.
Well, there's lots of names we recognize from the chats. I like the integration of the community in your experience. Clearly, this was designed with everyone together and with everyone in mind as well. Oh, an Easter egg. What's up? It's the second Easter egg I've collected in a toilet.
Hilarious, but can we go back to that bathroom there? Randy Mitchie. Oh no.
Yeah.
The color design that we have here,
Yeah.
very good. Very good. It's very attractive to the eye.
like
It's
it.
super simple to do.
Yeah.
Don't forget that you can do, simplistic things like this here. So where instead of having it doing like different shades, like trying to fight yourself with like what shades of brown to use,
Yeah.
do look at your color theory. And again, this can make it look normal. It
Mhm.
doesn't like it
Mhm.
sticks out in a proper way, but it still makes it look like it's a part of the world.
Right. Right.
It doesn't like get out of your eyesight, right?
Sure. Sure. And it looks. Oh. Oh.
Oh, you have an elevator there.
Oh. Oh, I see a jump puzzle. I'm going to go explore that in a minute. Lots of these community members here hanging out. I was right. I'm going to go find him in a minute.
Rad Gob
I
Dad.
like it.
Oh, dang it. You had it.
Body
You had
Bean,
it.
Gobson, Newcomb, Boti Bean, I would assume. Cody Zine. Right?
Right,
Okay.
right.
Can I talk to you? Can I
Give
get
us those
your
tickets.
Where are your tickets? I got 11 tickets now. There we go. Welcome to Sakar. Oh, a duck. Wait, who are you? Goblin construction worker. Is it time for school already, Mom? No. Wait, why are you halfway in the bed? Did your best.
I think it's because he's missing a leg.
Give him a death animation on this one. It looks like you have him standing on an object that was sideways. Give him the death animation so that he's not idling and like moving. Maybe you wanted him to idle and
Right.
move, but then he'd just be like,
Make him-
bleh, flat.
Make him fall
Yeah.
flat, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's a carnival ticket. This one just says hello. Like I said hello in this room. What you got going
Hello.
on here, bro? What you got going on? Video game. Wait. Not a video game. A little teenage goblin
It's a little
ninja turtle
Batman.
or a little Batman goblo.
It's a little Batman.
Little Batman, you're right. Good call. All right.
Is there a
Well,
goblified Holly?
there might be, but I got us a
I
carnival
just saw
ticket.
Goblified Holly.
Rad Gob Dad. Today does not define you. Oh, nice.
Speaking of which, everybody, today does not define you. Don't even worry about it, you beautiful gamers, you. Myself and Holly, Joseph, all of the above, everybody here at the Sand Fam, Sun Fam, all over the world are ready to make sure that you're with us here tomorrow when we get going, because today doesn't define you. And you're doing great. You woke up. You're here. Thank you. Let's got this.
I like
got
that.
this.
I like it.
Got this. Let's have another good day. And
Let's have
also,
it.
I snuck in to keep on theme here. I snuck in the other forum. So you got 1 minute, chatters who weren't paying attention to the chat. You got 1 minute to fill it out before I close it down. Make sure you guys only fill out one time. One time. That's it.
One time.
So far, I love this experience. This is quite adorable.
Yeah. Okay, so it's been really cute. Find King's Man coin in the secret room. Oh, wait. There was secrets. There were secrets, chat. I forgot about these secrets. I need to go explore this because I felt like I was about to say it didn't have enough to do.
Oh, don't even worry about it, Rasul.
All right, here we go.
I hadn't even noticed. It went over my head.
Went up. Come on down. No! Timer's
believe in you.
just slightly offset. Ugh.
Oh, that's hard to do in first person.
It is, because I don't know. Okay. Like, here we go. There we go. Now the times are good. That one. Forget about it. I'm going to jump it anyway. Okay.
Oh, darling Marie, we can't wait to see your game.
It's going to move forward. And... oh,
yeah.
Go.
Good job. Good
Gamer.
job.
I've been playing video games for a minute.
As Darling Marie says over on YouTube, preparing Din now. Love learning my coding. I can't wait to showcase my game for the buds. But I want to correct Darling Marie here. As the Sandbox Game Maker has 0 code. Ooh. Isn't that crazy?
I like it.
He has to start creating without any coding experience.
Darn it! I failed. You can. Download Sandbox Game Maker at sandbox.game. It's free.
It's true.
Enjoy it. You know.
You got this.
All
right, guys. The forum is now closed.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I got here. Oh yeah. Could have probably jumped over to that next cloud. Going up cloud. Oh my goodness. Bro, where's my going up cloud? Oh yeah. Going up. Let's go, bro. I'm moving on up. What's up? How far up does it go?
RX78, you can use the same PC for multiple people.
Okay, all right, here we go. We're here. Oh, yeah. I feel like there's just going to be a whole world up here. A whole new world, even.
Ooh. But how many of those?
Oh. Oh, no. Where are you going? Okay. Oh. Everything's scary. Not going to lie. Everything's scary. Trying to go from place to place. I don't even know where this is going. What am I supposed to do with this?
Is it a new fantastic point of view?
It is. It is.
Thank you, Big Papa Duke.
Don't you dare close your eyes, all right? What am I supposed to do up here? I feel like... Oh, wait. That went up higher. I need to get to that cloud. And then stay on it and ignore this one entirely. Excuse me.
RX78, you're fine. It'll be, though, next time have her end up doing out the forum for herself.
All right, let's see. I'm going up. That's going down. Wait, go up. No. There's clearly something up here. Like, the patience that is required to get into this place. Rhino says, I'm afraid of heights. Listen, it'll be all right. You know, we're in a game. Oh my gosh, there's a can of beans. You gotta be kidding me, bro. You gotta be kidding me, bro. Let's
Get
get
those
it.
beans. Is that
I gotta
Batman?
get the
There's Batman
beans.
right there.
Can of beans. How do I get up into the place? Take a peek into the metaverse. Boop goop. Fungi fam. We out here. How do I get in the hole? Let me in. Let me in. It's not just for the cool kids. It's also for me. I'm not one of the cool kids, chat. You could tell because I can't get in.
I could be like cool kid.
I feel like there's a lot above this as well. I don't know why I can't get in.
While you're trying to figure that out, and I'm dedupifying here.
I'm going in.
Monkey D. Luffy has a good question over on Twitch. Will the game jam entries need to be completed, or can we skip them like last time? And I can go ahead and answer that one. We don't know. We have no idea. More info on what's going to be available for prizes and what is going to be required for those prizes will come as info is fed to us.
I might have a real answer for that though.
No way.
Yeah, I might.
I was being generic.
You're doing the smart thing, which is to have caveats. But as I mentioned earlier on the show.
But come on, you can't.
You've
You've already spilled beans.
They don't give EP currently, meaning they don't have quests that count towards the high scores list. They just have quests. They have record times if you want to show off how good you are at them. You can still be the world's best, but they don't count towards currently the questing, as they are community-created content and not curated user-generated content or otherwise. They are community-created content that gets featured, which should be good for the developers, hopefully, could be a notch in your belt, things like that. But yeah, so you just literally, you can't get in this thing. But anyway,
did I say, I said Luffy.
Luffy?
Hilarious. Don't even worry about it. Chat's flaming me for it. My bad.
Alex Florez says, doesn't it feel good? Doesn't feel good, does it, Joseph? How's it feel to not be able to reach the beans? I mean, they're right here. Wait, I reached the beans.
But you can't. Yeah, you got the beans, no problem.
Yeah, like,
we just need to get in the show.
Can of beans.
Joe has all of the beans.
Wait, well, hold up. King of Crypto, I have umbrage.
Cold beverage?
I have umbrage with your description, King of Crypto.
What is a cold beverage? What do you mean by that?
It's a can of beans. Clearly you drink the beans, right, chat? This is what we did. I'm kidding, of course, but still, that's pretty funny. You may want to look at that. You may want to look at that one a little bit. Nonetheless, that's cool. That's pretty cool. All right. And so we had a good experience here. I'm a little bit sad that I took the time to get all up in here and I can't get in your secret space because it seems like there are more secrets to be had. Like, but it's a beautiful carnival. The objects are still falling from but visually I'm okay with that, I guess. Like it doesn't matter that the objects are still falling in that Plinko-like game. Yeah. I think you did a good job of showcasing, it's clear that you as a developer found a way to work out deals or, friendships with these different studios. So you got to showcase their brands without being overtly advertising them. So I think that's really good because it fits in the kind of theme or idea of a carnival. You've got the creators in here. You've got a small narrative. I probably would have liked to see that flesh out a little bit more. Without, once I got the tickets, I have tickets for events. What do I use them for? That sort of thing. Even if it's just hey, go get a prize from the prize vendor, and the prize vendor is in the middle of all of your friends. Oh, there's another duck. I like the fact that there are more ducks than are required. If it says go find a certain number of anything, I recommend heavily that you have at least 10% more of that thing on the map. So I like the fact that there was exactly 10% more than that. But, in this section over here, you could have definitely had the prize counter to help elevate and highlight these brands a little bit more. they would have been more likely to want to buy space in your territory if you had a negotiation where you said, I'll promote you in my experience, but, whatever your terms are. And that works without having to like come up with some kind of weird like leasing agreement or what have you. Anyway, yeah, I think it's a good experience. It's improved from what it was previously for sure, which is good. I'm glad that you were able to take some things away from this, from our show, and that it can be helpful to you. So once again, I'd like to highlight as we start to wrap up a little bit here that if you are watching live and you would like your experience played on this show, as you guys saw earlier, I may not be an expert creator, but we will help you make better experiences inside the Sandbox game. Conrad, do we have any questions to wrap up the show?
We do have one more question. This comes from PG Live PT. Is
All right.
Alpha Season 3 ready for the Apple chip of the Mac M1 Max? And without the Game Maker for the last 2 weeks, because of the Game Maker comes from Intel chips. Already did a ticket.
Okay. We have the Game Maker previously worked on an M1 chip. I don't know about the M1 Max, as it is, again, if it's a new architecture in a new grander architecture, it may take longer for new updates to come to Mac clients. However, we have the 0.7 update coming, which is not just the game client that you would need for the season of content releasing with Alpha Season 3, but also 0.7 Game Maker client will release, and a 0.7 equivalent of VoxEdit will release as well. They should release at the same time. Uncle Grumpy 17 says they're using an M1 Max and have no issue with the Game Maker. So it may be that if you're having an issue with that, you'll want to clear out the temporary or cached data that is in your subsystems. I don't know where to find it on a Mac, quite frankly, because I use 2 PCs. But look it up, ask around in the Discord where the temporary files are. I'm sure one of our team members can find that for you pretty quickly. And like, for example, when I was loading an experience earlier, I actually had to clear my temporary data in order to load it properly because it had been updated recently. So that may be a standard support thing that we'll work on with you in the community. But maybe that won't be an issue by the time we get there. That's what we're bug testing right now. Anyway.
Right. And before I announce this winner, Skyhand110 asks, when public minting is available, will the Sandbox host public NFT sales similar to how it does with a larger NFT sale, along with advertising and social media, a countdown phase, and a mint date? And also, will we have to pay for advertising similar to TikTok or Instagram, or will the Sandbox just do it?
Okay, we won't do... We will sometimes do promotion for products. We won't do marketing for you. Because, quite frankly, there are too many users to say, we're going to queue up and have this on the 4th and the 5th and the 6th and the 7th and the 8th and what have you, right? But if you have created some good things and you are a standout member in the community and you've created a collection and, you're, just generally a good community member, similar to how like the ambassadors kind of get featured in a way, simply for helping, you may get featured in a way. And we do feature people currently all the time in ways that you don't really sometimes think about. Like some of these competitions, like the Alpacadabras that recently got the ability to do speedrun competitions and things like that. Well, we funded that speedrun competition by saying, here's 10,000 sand, right? And go do a few competitions with it, right? That was the agreement on that. So it may be that you make some really cool stuff and you start publishing some things, and yeah, you're going to publish a few things, and maybe if you don't get a ton of sales, but you've got really high quality art and you're tagging the right people, right? You're tagging us on social media, the Sandbox Game, me, Conrad, somebody, PandaPops, who is really in line with the VoxEdit community as our lead over the VoxEdit streams, or Alex, who is one of the lead artists, or Bunny, or somebody like them. If you're doing those kinds of things, then you're getting the kind of correct outreach, I would say. So if you're having issues with sales, that is something that you'll want to look at as, how do I do marketing, right? How do I get people to know that I exist at all? And one of the things that I like to highlight for my live streamers when we were first kicking off live streamers and promoting internal live stream community members, one of the things that I like to highlight for them was to say, nobody knows that you exist if you don't show them that you exist. Meaning, use hashtags that are relevant to your content. Use hashtags that are use one very large hashtag, like generic one, like hashtag the sandbox. Use one that's somewhat specialty, but not 100%, like hashtag sandfam. And then use one that is wholly and uniquely yours, always. So that if somebody really likes your stuff because they saw it posted with hashtag the sandbox, they can click the hashtag Russell Elder, and they're going to only see Russell Elder stuff. And they're going to see all the stuff you've ever done. And then you've got a fan who will go and buy everything from your collection. So this is just a starting piece, but yeah, just keep in mind, yes, we won't directly we're not going to be able to. We're just not going to be able to elevate every person on it, like with our marketing. We're not going to be able to elevate every person with our at the Sandbox Game Twitter. But if you do something that is stand out, you may end up getting elevated. You may end up getting featured on the website at some point. You may end up having your collection get approved as like a curated collection that is a featured collection. Things like that. But keep putting the work in, and you'll see that come to fruition.
Oh, don't even worry about it, Chad. I already laughed at that one.
What
all my grumpy lumps. Don't even worry about it.
Right,
and of course, as we close out the end of the night, our winner for the second Wizzy the Purple hat, we did two real stealth forums today. I love what you guys put, because if I end up doing the forum, I read everything. I read all of your responses. Smokestone Media, I will not wear a better. No, I'm gonna keep wearing my lovely hoodies. This is for Halloween, which was an event that we did last year. Get out of here! I'm not gonna dress up. Joe seen me dress up one time in his entire time knowing me, and that was it.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did that one. We got a selfie. There's proof on the internet chat.
That's it. Anyways, our winner, whom in their name over on YouTube, they put in YouTube the Cursed, mind you.
Nice.
And then also they put in their name, Metatalia, as if I'll win. And their response was the Wizzy the Hat, because I asked, what were we winning today? And of course, Metatalia, congratulations, you did win. And you did as if I will, but you got this.
You are no longer cursed.
You are no longer cursed. You got it.
Yeah. I like it.
Friends.
I had a good time. Lucas is right. Ask, did you wear a dinosaur costume when you dressed up, Radcon Dad?
I wish I could say yes, but now I'm gonna need to get one.
There it is. All right, Conrad. Do we have my question to you, or does the chat suggest? Are we rating somebody on Twitch.tv tonight? Let's have a look here. Anybody who is streaming, if you're streaming the Sandbox game, we can raid you live.
Oh, we got
on the show. We got a couple of people. This one is new to me.
And Vox?
Pix and Vox is brand new. So we're going to raid Pix and Vox tonight. Our time tonight.
Let's go check them out.
So this is over on twitch.tv/PIXNVOX. If you'd like to... Oh no. Oh,
What's happening?
I burped.
You're scaring me.
We're going to raid
ridiculous.
Twitch.tv/PIXNVOX. If you're joining us over on YouTube, DLive Theta, Facebook, or Twitter.com/TheSandboxGame, come on over. Twitch.tv/PIXNVOX. We're rating it right now, chat. We're queuing it up. 92 people watching on Twitch.tv right now. So we'll see. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know if you could hear it. I'd feel really offended if you could, because I just have bubble water today.
I am offended.
Oh man, gotta get down to it. Conrad, we're waking up early tomorrow to do more tests.
Play us out.
All right, here we go. Am I playing it? I'm not even playing it out. Now we're playing it out.
Have a
Yeah,
good night, Sam
had a
fam.
good time.